act differently than you feel. I'm Lauren Fox. You're listening to episode number 13 of The Competitor's Brain. And my friend Dr. Rob Gilbert talks an awful lot about acting differently than you feel. And sometimes you can convince yourself. Now, granted, if you're in bed with the flu, yeah, it's really tough to act differently than you feel. But what I'm talking about with this sort of thing is, man, these covers are really warm and it's really hard to get out of bed. Well, one of those things that you got to do on a daily basis is get out of bed so that you can do the things that you really need to be able to do. So on days like that, what you really need to do is act differently than you feel. Now, part of that is a growth mindset, fixed mindset. Part of it goes back to some of the things that we talked about a little bit ago, where we were talking about, I am a runner. Well, there's anybody, if you run, you're a runner. I'm a baseball player. Guess what? If you step on a baseball field to play baseball, you are a baseball player. So it's a matter of acting differently than you feel. Same thing can go with confidence. I am confident. I am a good student. I am a hard worker. You can convince yourself to become those things. Now, some things to consider with that is there are things that are skills where you learn a skill, and then there are things that are talent that you might inherently have. Now, a skill is something that you can learn and refine and grow, and it allows you to get away from the concept of, I'm not that way. A lot of people will say that. I'm not that way. I'm not good at memorizing things. I'm not good at understanding tough concepts. No, it's because you've never been taught how to memorize things. It's because you've never been given a good way to understand the tough concepts. You just might not have had them explained to you in a way that you understand. And sometimes it may not be the teacher that you have. It may be a different teacher. Sometimes it may be a fellow classmate who's able to explain something to you. So anytime you go into a situation, though, you need to go into the situation. If you're not confident, you have to act differently than you feel. And I'm not saying walk in arrogant, but I'm saying walk in. If you're in a situation, I'll give you an example. I walk into Fenway Park as the official scorer. Well, if it's something that's a 50-50 ball and it might be a hit, it might be an error, all of a sudden everybody's eyes are looking toward me. And I almost want to look up at everybody and just wave and smile. Hey, I'm the guy that they're looking to make that decision. Now, I was not the guy who invented the game of baseball. I never played Major League Baseball. I never played minor league baseball. However, they're looking to me to make that decision. I need to be the guy who confidently takes a breath, shoulders are up if they weren't up already, and I make my decision. I thumbs up, thumbs down, hit, air, pass ball, wild pitch, you name it. But any of us on any given day, you're being called upon to make decisions. You're being called upon to take action. And if you are confident in who you are and you're acting differently than you feel, it's going to be much easier for you to take confident action and ultimately get the results that you want.